Hello people, it's been a few weeks and now I'm back with another video. I took a bit of a break from social media. Honestly, I find it hard to keep up sometimes. It's just not something I would naturally use constantly. I have periods where I just prefer to do the work without worrying about putting it online. So I'm going to talk about how I feel about where I am in my self-taught artist journey, and maybe anyone watching who is on a similar path can relate to this as well. Let me know how you feel you are doing with your own journeys. I'd love to hear about it. And where do you think you are, and what would you like to do to move forward? Hopefully we can encourage each other to keep going. Now about this sketch, after stretching some brain cells on the last couple of sketches, I felt a bit worn out. So I went back to basic copying of references, which I'm starting to dislike more and more, by the way, but it does allow me to draw things without using too much energy and brain power. But what I did find was my drawings sucked so badly. I have to wonder if I had taken any steps forward at all. The sketch on the opposite page in the background is one of the ones that I felt was pretty bad. So I went back to basics with the next sketch even further and just tried to draw things I felt were a bit easier angles, less complicated poses, that kind of thing, which is what you can see me sketch out in this video. Obviously, I don't want to do this for too long because the reality is it's going to take a lot of drawings to become better, and I need to try out new things and concepts to be more comfortable with drawing and to rely less on checking every little detail with the reference. The goal is bringing my own knowledge and experience and what I want to include in the drawing, and ultimately using a reference as just that and not something to copy completely. I have started to expand on that with my sketches and drawings, but like I said, it does take a lot of brain power, so I don't really have a good grasp of it yet. So you will see, especially in this drawing, that I constantly pause and check instead of going with the flow. It's definitely going to take a lot more than I'm currently doing to get there. That's one thing I do know, which at this point I have to ask myself, what do I want to get out of drawing, and how far do I want to go? I haven't figured that out quite yet. Right now, I'm content to document my journey of learning the self-taught way. I do know that I still don't have a good grasp on some concepts, some basic concepts like anatomy and lighting, and I still have issues sometimes with my values and rendering. For me to feel like I'm learning these things, I think I need to have an ability to reproduce those concepts from memory and applying it to whatever it is that I'm drawing. So for instance, if I have a head, a portrait, I can do the same portrait with multiple lighting angles or something like that, and have a good understanding of how it all works. And I'm still struggling with that. What I really need right now is a system of learning, or basically a process that I can use across all the different aspects of art that I want to learn, instead of dipping in here and there and not really getting a full understanding of whatever concept that I'm trying to learn. There is also the element of wanting to make drawings and not do the boring stuff, like a musician practicing their scales. I have been avoiding that, and because it's not pretty and it seems like a waste of time, basically it's not something I want to do. So I will work on that, and I will come back to you with something hopefully that's a little more useful. I'm the type of person that once I set out to do something, I like to have a clear path of action with everything I need. For learning, I think I need some structure, and that's what I've been missing. I've seen some curriculums out there, but they seem great at first, but then it's something that doesn't actually give detailed homework or an action to follow. It's just a demonstration, or it's something behind a paywall, and paying for lessons isn't an option for me right now, but I will work it out somehow. I know any lesson plan I come up with has to have a concept, a demonstration, and instruction, and most important, actions, which will consist of repetition, experimentation, and working from memory. And that's what I think I'm going to work on. Whether it's useful for others, I don't know yet, but we will see, I guess. My hope is that some kind of process that I can apply to different aspects will help me get across this bump in learning, so I can stop just drawing easy things and continue to learn some of the harder things. The reality of where I am, and I have to wonder if other people get to this stage as well, is if I don't continue to push myself and learn to deal with the uncomfortable results, and by that I mean bad drawings while I'm learning new concepts, I am not going to be able to draw anything better than I currently am. And if I'm not okay with that, I need to make a real effort to move past it into the next phase of learning. So for anyone watching or listening, have you been through this stage yet? What did you do? Did you get past it, or are you happy with the level that you're at now? Comment and let me know how you're going with art, and if you have any advice for other self-learning artists, please do that as well. And with that, I will leave you until the next video, which hopefully won't be as far away as this one was, and let's keep drawing.